Hello, Internet! James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing board game Adaptation Evolution. The game has a number of features because it is on the computer. The first is a campaign mode, which is fairly interesting because it changes up which cards are available and what the general AI strategy is. It also has skirmishes against the AI, which is what I'm going to play. It also has online games against pretty skilled opponents because this is before the game comes out. So basically everybody's playing it, has played it for a while on Kickstarter. So we'll do a local game against the AI here. Like I said, you can customize the difficulty here. I'll start out on hard because I don't like winning. The regular AI just kind of plays a balanced game. You can have one that focuses on carnivores, defense, eating lots of food, making a lot of different animals, and then thriving when there's not a lot of food there, so kind of focusing on those cards right there. So, I don't know, let's pick that, and we'll pick that. I actually kind of wish there was a random option here. You unlock more of the AI opponents by advancing through the campaign, and I've gotten far enough where I've unlocked everything. Gotten to the point where kind of the scenarios get really, really difficult there near the end of the campaign. But anyway, so the gist of the game is that you make creatures that have different attributes, and you try to eat the most food. Whether it's plant eaters that eat food from the middle of the game table, or you have carnivores that try to eat other creatures. So really, the strategy of the game is based on what cards you have available. There's carnivore cards that allows you to eat other creatures, and we'll get into that in a little bit. I'm assuming somebody at some point is going to become a carnivore. Or you have a bunch of defensive structures that kind of protect against that sort of thing. And all sorts of different card combinations that really have some interesting results. And that's kind of what I like about the flexibility game. There is a little bit of luck as to which cards you get, but there's also multiple viable strategies. You can try to go carnivore and eat other creatures. You can try to starve out the other creatures by foraging for food. And a lot of different defensive strategies that you can counter. And basically any strategy has a good counter. So, that said, I do not have a carnivore card, so I'm not going to go carnivore, which is fine, because carnivore, in my opinion, is pretty easy to counter with a lot of people. So I'm going to focus on being this foraging guy, which allows me to take 2 food. So I'm going to play my pack hunting and try to starve everybody else out by not giving enough food to the middle of the table. So I definitely want this foraging guy, and I want his pop to go up to 2, because he's going to eat once and get 2 food. The way you get the most points is by eating a lot of food and having a lot of creatures. And then I think... Now, I could use this card. You play cards, you can do one of several things. You can play it in front of a creature to give them that trait. You can play a card to increase their population, play a card to increase their body size, or play a card to add a new creature to the board, which is what these couple other people have done. Now, because I know I've put 0 food in the middle, I have to decide what I want to do with this card. I think what I might do is save it, to be honest. You don't have to play all your cards every turn. I think I'm going to save it, because I'm actually curious as to what these other people have done. Now, nobody increased their body size, so I know there's no carnivores on the table. I think everybody's going to get enough food here at the beginning, yeah. You have to have a larger body size, and it's going to auto-feed, than what you're trying to eat in order to be a carnivore. So he gets a 2. So I kind of played a little bit conservative there, which is okay. The advantage of having more creatures is you get more cards, and then conceivably you could eat more food, but then eventually the food may run out. Then your creature going to die, and you basically wasted your cards. I'm going to go through that. Again, I'm trying to starve these other guys out. And I think I'm going to do another foraging again. That guy has horns. That guy has climbing. This guy has cooperation. This is something's going on there. He probably has a lot of defensive stuff. So unless there's really vulnerable creatures out there, there's no real reason to do carnivore, so I'm not going to. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to forage, and I'm going to increase. And honestly, I might just throw one more just to see. See if he'll survive, and I can get an extra card for next turn. I have a feeling he might go carnivore. Or he has body fat. Nope, you did fertile. Okay. When there's food left over, that gives you an extra population, is what fertile does. So again, 13 food should be almost enough for everybody. Not quite, though. So I'm going to feed these two guys first. I think we might run out of food here in a little bit. So, yeah. So this guy that I played, the one guy, is going to die. But I'd rather have this guy survive because he has cards, and you get points at the end for having creatures with cards. So 1 and then 0, and then everybody else runs out of food and dies if they don't have any food left. Alright. So, we'll see what cards we get next turn. Now I'm going to get an extra card because I have an extra creature. Cooperation's good. I still want to try to kill the rest of these people. Now, unfortunately, I get to go first. I do want to do cooperation here. I actually might do warning call. Actually, see, the problem is I have two climbings. I might just make both of them climbers. Just in case there's a carnivore that comes, so I'm not totally vulnerable. And then use this to do that. Then I'll end my turn. Well, I'm worried a little bit about carnivores here. Nope, nobody's going carnivore. Well, all right. Now, see, here's the problem. There's no reason to, because this guy can't get attacked because of warning call. This guy can't get attacked because of warning call. This guy has horns. That's the one vulnerable guy. This guy has symbiosis, which means he can't get attacked, and he also has warning call protecting this guy. And this guy's a climber. So, unless you have a really badass carnivore, there's no real reason to go carnivore right now. You'd have to spend all your cards on one carnivore to basically ruin other people. So there's really no real point in doing that. So I'm going to do this and just eat all that food. And people are going to die. I have actually a pretty decent setup, to be honest. I can keep increasing that pop. That foraging cooperation to another foraging is really strong. And then you see you take turns getting food from the middle, so they're going to lose a couple. And I'm alright, I think. If I can get another cooperate, that'd be great. Climbing, ambush, foraging, carnivore, burrowing. Those are really crappy. Let's kill people. Actually, no, I gotta make sure I have enough food for me. Because I have to go last. Which is not good to throw that -3 out there. So let's just do that. Now the question is, so many creatures. I have getting like no defensive cards. I think I'm honestly going to concentrate on these guys. Now this might be a carnivore here. I gotta figure out what I want to do. Alright, so if I go... is there going to be enough food to go twice, is really the issue. So I could do 4, he'll grab 2 and give 2. And then he'll grab 2 again and give 2. So that would basically be it. So I have to be able to go twice. So I'm going to hold on to this ambush card. Because I don't really need it. All the long necks go first. Get it for free. So 18. Which is not enough for everybody, but I should be okay. Even going last. Because this guy will grab. And then send 2 to the other way. And then I'll do that one more time. Assuming this guy isn't going to grab a ton. Yep, so it should be good. Alright. Die. All of you. So I got almost the most food except for that guy. I really, and he has intelligence too. He is protected by warning call. I have that ambush, though. I might hang on to that. Oh, here's the thing. I really want to get a carnivore to start trying to take some of these guys. I want a carnivore ambush combo. That's what I really want. These guys are going to get so many cards from additional creatures, though. Let me do this. Let me warning call. Let me create a guy. I really want to keep that ambush, though. Let me long neck him. And that will give him one food before everything's done, so I don't even have to worry about him anymore. And I think I'm going to keep those two, because that'll give me an additional card next turn. I really would love to get a carnivore going that can take some of these people out with ambush. Yep, there's carnivore. Alright, what are you? An intelligent hard-shell carnivore. Alright, well. We'll see if they target me or not. 18 food again, basically the same. So again, I'm going to do the same sort of strategy I did before. Where this guy goes and he grabs 2 for himself and 2 for the next guy. With cooperation. You don't get any points for increasing body size, but it does make it so that the carnivores can't eat you. Oh, he can't eat anybody. Oh, you suck. This guy over here, I gotta take him out. He's getting too many points. Alright, I actually really want... Oh, this is the last round already, too. Wheel. Carnivore, there we go, good. A couple ambushes. Alright, let me actually screw everybody over with that. Alright, so I do want to make a carnivore. Over here. Now, since this is the last round, there's no reason to have cards in your hand. So let me ambush carnivore. Now, what can I actually get after? So I said, I don't know how much I want to actually bring this up. Could do pack hunting. Also. Because that adds together your population and body size to determine your attack size. Honestly, there's no reason to keep cards in here, so I'm just going to do that and try to maximize my points, and we'll see how that works out. But I'm going to feed my plant guys first. Everybody just throws cards out in the last round. And I honestly have no idea. We'll see how this works out for me. I think I might be semi-okay. We'll see. $17. Alright, so I'm gonna have this guy go first. Jeez, look at that shit. Honestly, I'd love to attack now, but it doesn't really matter. But I gotta get that food from the middle, or else those guys are gonna die out. So I'm gonna attack next. Because the problem is, once they already picked up that food, they already get those points. So really, the only thing is he's gonna lose one. All right, is if I can eliminate stuff. 4. Well. Yeah, I can get rid of one of these guys. This guy. This is the guy I gotta worry about. Because that's gonna lose him a ton of points, because he's gonna lose all those cards. Alright. Lost, whatever. Alright. Now, Points for how many cards you have. I lead that, tied with the other guy, actually. Points for how much pop you have at the end of the game. One behind him. I think it's going to be close with me and Mr. Gletto over there. Come on. Come on. Ah, you suck. I knew it. He had so much food going in the middle. That cooperation train was insane. Anyway, there we go. I almost did that. Alright, we'll play one more. We'll do it against medium AI. Oh, wait, no. I want to do medium AI. Excuse me. I want to go back to the main menu, please. We'll do one more. That was a good strategy, though, at the end. That almost won me at doing that carnivore at the very end. The other thing you can do is you can, like, switch in the middle of the game, like have a carnivore, and then if carnivore doesn't work out, you could swap out cards in your traits. But again, you're wasting cards, so... Let's do a carnivore. Let's do a defense. Let's do a minimus. Medium. I don't really know what the difference is between the AI levels. I don't know if they get preferential cards dealt to them, like if it cheats that way, or if they're just better players. Alright. Might do symbiosis with that. I don't know. All these defensive cards. Alright, so let's do that with that and that. Not great. Not a great... Actually, pretty crappy starting set of cards, to be honest. But it's alright. Nope, because I do have a carnivore. Oh, crap. With pack hunting, too. Welp. He can go after anybody he wants. I think he's probably going to go after this guy. That's what I would do. Oh, that guy, this guy. Probably go after him. That's what I would do anyway. Yep. Thanks. Which is why I got his food first. Because I knew he was going to get attacked. Alright. Carnivores on the prowl. With having a carnivore, you basically have to have pack hunting with it. Oh my god, look at all this. What am I going to do? I have no defensive cards! 0. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to lose. I can already tell. Well. I need all 3 of those freaking things. I mean, obviously I'm going to go carnivore and try to get this guy, but I have to have 3 size, which I'm not going to. Jeez. I have no defensive cards. Alright, so I got to play 1. I mean... God. Well, if I do pack hunting... Jeez. Ah! Awful cards. You can't even... I'm gonna have to probably attack my own stuff. That was bad play. 3 food. That was bad play. I can't attack anybody. This is why I hate being a carnivore. And I got him. Yeah, I can only attack my own guy. Well, that's awful. He's just gonna get... Yeah, might as well. Whatever. I'll get those cards back. When the things die, you get the cards that... The quantity of cards that you got. And then that guy's gonna die too. Sweet. This is going so well. Ironically, I played way better against the hard. He's gonna lose one. Well, that was awful. Man. Well, like I said, part of it's luck. I had no defensive stuff. There's all my defensive stuff. Again, I have Warning Call and Defensive Hurting. Neither of those are really great. I don't know what to do. I really need it. Well... I don't want much food because I don't have very many creatures. Well, see, defensive herding's dumb because all these guys are larger than Pop. I can warning call. I could and see he has God, he has such a good carnivore. Pack hunting too, so his size is 7. I can't defend against that. I have no defenses. The only thing is ambush. I can protect one guy with ambush, but that's basically it. But then that guy's gonna get killed. So it doesn't really matter. I can do warning call defensive herding and have to get the pop up to 6. Or at least up to 5. Let's see. So warning call, defensive herding. I can't even get it up that high. I can't even get it up that high. I can get it up to 4. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna get killed anyway, so it doesn't matter. God, terrible cards. I can't deal with this carnivore. He went heavy body size. You get body size can go up to 6. Oh, awesome. Oh, Jesus. And body fat. All my guys are gone now. Oh, good. Thank you. Now, when the carnivores attack, you get the number of food equal to your body size. So, yeah, actually, I can't get attacked. This is actually not terrible. They're going to attack each other. Sounds good to me. Good, leave me alone. With the body fat card, it stores food up to your body size for future turns, which is interesting. Yeah, that's a good guy now. Alright, well let's do... Definitely can do symbiosis here. And increase his body size. And then I get to go second, so we'll see. Well, I'm not going to need ambush, so I'm not going carnivores. Too many of them. Alright, so symbiosis. Bring this up to 2. And then... Carnivore must be larger to attack this species. So... If I can go up to 4, I know that guy can't attack me. And I actually just do a fat tissue over here. Not a surprise. But he can't attack me either. Because I have 4. Actually... Yeah. When you're a carnivore, you have to attack if you can attack. And that carnivore loses 1 population when attacking horns, so... I mean, there's tons of food in the middle. And those guys are just going to kill each other, which is fine by me. Yeah, and then auto-feed. So it actually might not be in a bad spot, because... I'm getting the most points out of anybody. Probably have 2 more rounds. The game is over when the deck runs out. We're at 40. Alright. Well. Yeah, a guy on this side will be protected by warning call. So what do I don't really need intelligence. But I kind of want a lot of food in the middle. Let's throw 2. Alright, so let's do that fertile because that'll increase the pop every time there's food in there. And really increase my population, for that matter. Oh yeah, he already has cooperation. Well, I could also increase his body size to get more fat. Let me just go here and here, I guess. I don't really need those cards. Yep, he undid his carnivore. It's probably pretty smart. $11. Someone's gonna not get food. Yep. And auto feed, perfect. I actually might not be in a bad spot, to be honest about it. I'm getting the most food out of anybody by a large margin. Oh, that's good. I actually might end up winning this. Round 6, 2 more. Oh, horns, huh? Well, shoot, that warning call is very useful. I'm going to do this. I want there to be tons of food because I have a lot of creatures. So I'm going to warning call both you guys. Hopefully he didn't do ambush. And we'll just make another guy over here. might give some of these guys horns. Is it worth it? I don't know if he has things. Let's say he doesn't have. Oh god damn it! He does have ambush. Knew it. It kind of sucks. Now he can negate all my warning calls. Yep. Well, let's do that because I'll get the credit. He's gonna just keep attacking him. Yeah. Seven left. Why are we not auto feeding? Oh, because I have fat storage, that's right. I actually don't have enough food. But all my guys are fully fed, so that's something. Alright, ambushies. I knew I should have saved those horns. Oh man, round 7. Alright. Again, I actually want to have a lot of food. We'll do fat tissue. I do, at least, because I have a lot of creatures. Alright. Let's... Well... Oh, Jesus. Alright. My warning call is useless. So... What does that mean I can do? The only thing I have to counteract that is horns. And just the fact that he's only going to attack 4 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll do that. Oh wait, I do have somebody else's. If cannot be attacked, the species to the right has a larger body size. Let's do that, and let's do that. And let's do that. So that means he can't be attacked. And do that. My question is, what else do I want to do? I don't know. Might do burrowing on his butt, too. I don't know. One more. Yeah, there's only 3 cards left, so there's only one more round. Do I want to increase pop or not? Kind of do. Yeah, let's do that. We'll save the intelligence card. He's not even doing anything, which is insane. I don't know why he's not. He just has like a ton of cards left for the last run, I guess. Yeah. You gonna do that again? Yep. Killed him. So that stinks, but whatever. Gives me more cards for next time. Yeah, let's make sure everybody has food. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, damn, should have done that guy because he would have taken both. That's alright. Stupid carnivore. Now it's the last round. Now you play all your cards. Hard shell. Jeez. Fertile's kind of dumb. Let's do that one. So let's do... Oh crap, he replaced his thing, didn't he? Well, shoot. Yeah, he totally did. He replaced his carnivore. About time. Alright, well, Fertile's done because you're not going to get anything from that. So let's do foraging. Let's just keep doing more creatures. Actually, what I should do is should do foraging over here. I'm going to do like 3, 4, 4. And then just another guy. Oh no, I don't think that's... Oh, wait. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. There goes all of his cards. Wonder if he's going to do a carnivore. No, he's not. No, this should be interesting. We're going to run out of food, that's for darn sure. So he... Oh, we do have a carnivore. But he's only 1. It's kind of dumb. Oh crap, but he has a lot of body fat. That's actually a pretty good strategy. Well, good thing I kind of went defensive, sorta. Alright, well. Just do that. Then we'll see what happens. I really want that guy to survive, but I'm going to do this guy next. The guy on the end I don't really care as much about, I don't think. Oh, he's going to survive anyway. Oh, no, he didn't. You suck. He's gone. Yeah. Boo. Well, that was only with the 1 card, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I don't know. I think I might be okay. I got most trait points. I got most population points. I think I'll be alright. Maybe not. No, maybe so. There we go. Actually, a pretty comfortable margin. 63. There we go. That's evolution. On the basic part of it, it's a really good board game. I like that there's multiple strategies you can use to win. I like that there's luck involved in which card you get. That really kind of decides your strategy from the beginning. I like that there's counters for basically every action you can have in the game. It's hard being a carnivore, I think, because it's easy to get defenses up, assuming you get those defensive cards, but you can get really kind of screwed in the beginning, as I was dealing with carnivores in the beginning. On top of that, this is a good computer game adaptation of the board game. The campaign mode is very interesting. It has a lot of alternative rules with special types of cards that come out, and the different AIs all play the game very interestingly. It gives you a lot of varied opponents to go against. The interface is good. It has animations in it, but not too many to slow the game pace down. It also has the pop-ups for the cards. And I think that the way that it shows the population of body size is a lot more obvious and intuitive than the board game itself. It's basically about as good as a board game adaptation can be. The two things that you need in a board game version of a game is you need to have good AI, which this game does, and you need to have a good interface, which this game also does. And on top of that, the campaign is just a bonus. In addition, it has the online play and nice skirmishes against the AI, and easy to play and learn the game. It has a tutorial incorporated in the campaign also. So I think this is a very, very well done board game adaptation. This is basically as good as you can expect that type of thing to be. So if you're interested in the board game itself or playing it against the AI or online against other people, this is definitely one that I would strongly recommend checking out. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.